I'm Lucy May. My first name was Keebler. Well, I'm 100 and a half, 106 months more. And I am, born in the United States. And for instance, when I was working where I told you up in Radio City across St. Patrick's, it was a time when, remember, the Duke gave up his throne to marry Wallace Simpson, and all the stores had different things that you could buy, in memory for it. Well, I had a neighbor who lived in the building next door, and she couldn't see, and she went to Rand, and she said, Lucy, you ought to go, because they'll come and get you, and they'll bring you back, and, they'll be good. And so I called, and then they said, and your drivers are absolutely wonderful. They really are. They take care of you like you're a precious, precious person, getting you in, getting you out. I first went up there, I was wearing glasses, and they tested it and said, for your condition, these glasses are perfect, but we're going to do better. And they have improved this eye so much that I can read a book. And the book I'm reading is not large print or anything. I can read the newspaper. It's great. But see, now I can go. I'm certain to be pleased with your choice, Harder. I know you're not a man to tolerate less than the best. Now, I'm reading. And I can do that, like, if I go down and I'm waiting for them to take care of me, I'm reading a book to pass the time. So, I am blessed. I really am blessed. I'm very fortunate. I think sight, because I think at my age it would be very hard to get used to not be able to see, because like at one time when they did something to me, I had like a thing over my eye like this, and my granddaughter was with me at that time, and I called, and she put tape on top of it, and I couldn't see at all, not at all. You'd be surprised when you can't see. I mean, you hear all the time, and you touch walls, you know what you can do. I think I would almost anything. Of course, they better not tell me I can't eat chocolate.
We won't do that. So how do you see, if you, let's say, your vision, you said, is your most important sense. So if you didn't have your vision, how would that affect your life?
Well, I wouldn't be able to live here. I wouldn't be able to live here and not see. I mean, this is where I live. I mean, I cook, I bake, I do all kinds of things. I'm always baking cookies, and I couldn't live here, I think. Being around when the Titanic went down, I mean, that's a long time ago.
100 years.
And of course, I was here, and I was 2.5, so I can't say I remember it. But I love the picture, yeah. I don't remember exactly what grade it was, but we were told, I think, to bring 10 cents to school, and our teacher escorted us to the next town, which was very close, to see the birth of a nation. And I can remember scenes from that, the birth of a nation.
Wow.
Did you ever hear of it? I mean, it's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, they sometimes showed a movie in what was a garage and you pay 5 cents to go in, and then they had the train robbery or something like that.
Do you think that looking back on these things now,
I think I had a very happy childhood, I would say.
and do you think that your sight was significant in remembering all these events? If something were to happen to your sight back then, if
I
things
never
would be
think of
different?
it. You take your sight for granted. When you're growing up, you just assume you do. Just like you brush your teeth every morning.
So you know that we have you here today because you're part of our Centennial Club.
Oh,
You've reached your...
I'm part of another club. Good.
So this is...
You see, I have a character, right?
You are quite the character, but that's a good thing. So this is what we're going to present to you. This is the Centennial Club, your official certificate.
Uh-huh.
So now you know you're a member for life.
And where am I going to put that, pray tell?
I don't know. Where would you like us to put it?
You know what Jack Benny says, don't you? Old age is not for sissies. It's a matter of mind over matter. And if you don't mind, it doesn't matter.